The South China Sea is a vital artery for global trade, serving as one of the most important maritime corridors on the planet. It connects Asia, Europe, and the Americas, acting as a bridge for economies and cultures across the globe. Every year, trillions of dollars in commerce and crucial resources like fish, oil, and gas flow through these waters. The livelihoods of millions depend on the steady movement of goods and energy, making stability here essential for the world's economic health. Yet the region is now a flashpoint for geopolitical rivalry, with China's sweeping nine-line claims at the center of the dispute. These overlapping claims have fueled tensions and uncertainty. Despite a 2016 international tribunal ruling against its claims, China has built and militarized artificial islands, deploying runways, radar systems, and missile batteries. This has raised concerns about freedom of navigation and the potential for conflict. This has created a tense environment for coastal states like the Philippines, Vietnam, and Malaysia, who rely on these waters for food security and economic growth. It has also drawn in maritime powers such as the United States and Japan, who see the region as critical to their own security and interests. The US and its allies insist that no single nation should control these international waters, regularly conducting freedom of navigation operations to challenge excessive claims. As China grows more assertive, countries like the Philippines and Japan are forging closer security ties, signing new agreements and increasing joint exercises to uphold international law and deter aggression. The South China Sea's strategic importance means that any conflict here would have global repercussions, disrupting trade, energy supplies, and regional stability. The region has become a test of international resolve and a focal point of 21st century geopolitics, where the rules-based order is being challenged. As tensions rise, credible partnerships and collective action are more urgent than ever, with the world watching to see how nations respond to this growing challenge. The Philippines, Japan, and the United States recently held joint naval exercises in the South China Sea, a region that has become a focal point for rising tensions and strategic competition. This unprecedented show of cooperation signaled unity in the face of regional challenges, as the three nations worked side by side to strengthen their collective security. These drills, conducted within the Philippines' exclusive economic zone, focused on improving coordination, communication, and crisis response capabilities among the allied navies. The timing of the exercises was significant, coming just after a series of tense encounters between Philippine and Chinese vessels, making the drills a direct and visible response to ongoing Chinese pressure in disputed waters. By operating together in these contested waters, the three nations sent a clear and unmistakable message. Any act of aggression will be met with a united front, ready to defend shared interests. This was the fifth such exercise in just 1 year, reflecting a deepening security partnership and a growing commitment to regional stability. For the Philippines, these joint drills are a vital boost to maritime security and a reassurance of support from powerful allies. For Japan and the US, it reaffirms their treaty commitments and demonstrates their willingness to stand by partners in the Indo-Pacific. These exercises are about more than just military readiness. They foster trust, enhance interoperability, and help build a resilient security network that can respond to any crisis. The sight of Allied warships sailing together in tight formation is a powerful symbol of shared resolve and determination to uphold peace. The exercises demonstrate that the rules-based order in the region will be actively defended by a coalition of democratic nations committed to stability and international law. It's a clear warning to adversaries. Any challenges to regional stability and peace will not go unanswered, and unity among allies remains strong. Alongside joint drills, the U.S. continues freedom of navigation operations, or FONOPs, in the South China Sea. Recently, a U.S. warship sailed near the disputed Spratly Islands, challenging China's and others' excessive maritime claims. These operations uphold the principle that international waters remain open to all, not controlled by any one nation. FONOPs are grounded in international law and reassure allies that the U.S. will defend free navigation. For smaller nations, the U.S. Navy's presence is a crucial deterrent against coercion. China sees these operations as provocative, often shadowing U.S. ships and raising the risk of incidents. Despite the tension, the U.S. views FONOPs as essential to prevent the erosion of international norms. The message is clear: the U.S. will operate wherever law allows, keeping sea lanes open. These actions are a tangible commitment to regional security and the global commons. Tensions have spiked as Chinese Coast Guard and militia vessels confront Philippine ships in the South China Sea. Incidents include ramming, blocking, and water cannon attacks during Philippine resupply missions, endangering lives and escalating risks. China claims it's enforcing its laws in its territory, ignoring the 2016 tribunal ruling that invalidated its sweeping claims. These confrontations are part of China's gray zone strategy, coercion just below the threshold of war. By using Coast Guard and militia, China blurs the line between law enforcement and military action, complicating responses. The Philippines has responded by publicizing Chinese actions and seeking international support. Each encounter risks miscalculation and a wider crisis, making the South China Sea a dangerous flashpoint. The stakes for sovereignty and regional stability have never been higher. Japan made headlines by sending its destroyer, JS Sazanami, through the Taiwan Strait for the first time. This marked a shift in Japan's security posture, moving beyond its post-war constraints in response to regional threats. Accompanied by Australian and New Zealand ships, the transit was a multinational statement of unity and resolve. The move responded to China's increased military activity near Japan and signaled Tokyo's readiness to defend its interests. Japan's action underscores its commitment to freedom of navigation and regional stability. The passage reflects Japan's evolution into a more proactive security partner for the US and its allies. It's a clear sign that Japan sees the security of the Taiwan Strait, East China Sea, and South China Sea as interconnected. Tokyo is now prepared to act alongside allies to deter aggression and preserve peace. In a major step for regional security, Japan has offered the Philippines 6 large, state-of-the-art patrol warships, marking one of the most significant military assistance packages in recent years. These advanced vessels are designed to enhance the Philippines' maritime capabilities and represent a new era of cooperation between the two nations. This move deepens their security partnership and signals a growing trust between Tokyo and Manila. It goes well beyond previous Japanese aid, which was mostly limited to training, equipment, and smaller vessels. The new ships will give the Philippines a real boost in maritime defense, allowing its navy to better patrol its vast waters, respond to emergencies, and deter potential aggression from rival claimants. They will also help protect vital resources in the South China Sea, an area rich in fisheries and energy reserves. For Japan, strengthening Southeast Asian partners is crucial to maintaining a free and open Indo-Pacific. A stable South China Sea is vital for Japan's trade and energy security, as much of its shipping passes through these waters. The offer marks a shift in Japan's role, moving from diplomatic support to providing hard power assets. It's a strategic investment in regional stability and a clear demonstration of Japan's commitment to its allies. This is also a signal of Japan's willingness to counterbalance China's growing influence. The partnership with the Philippines is now a central pillar in the network of alliances shaping the region. This development shows Japan's readiness to be a more assertive security provider. Together, Tokyo and Manila are building a credible deterrent against coercion, ensuring peace and stability for the future. China has responded to allied security cooperation with sharp protests and increased military drills. Beijing condemned Japan's destroyer transit and warned against actions that could destabilize the region. China frames allied naval activities as provocations and urges outside powers to stay out of local disputes. In response, China has ramped up military exercises near Taiwan, sending aircraft and ships as a show of force. This tit-for-tat escalation has made the region more volatile, raising the risk of miscalculation. Both sides see their actions as defensive, but the crowded seas and skies heighten the danger of accidental conflict. At the heart of the tension is a clash between a rules-based order and China's historical claims. This fundamental divide now defines the Indo-Pacific security landscape. The South China Sea and Taiwan Strait crises are part of a larger US-China strategic rivalry shaping the Indo-Pacific. The US and allies aim to preserve a rules-based order, open seas, free trade, and peaceful dispute resolution. China seeks a new order with itself at the center, using economic and military power to reshape regional norms. Its militarized islands and pressure on Taiwan are part of a broader push to displace US influence. The Philippines is now a frontline state in this contest, vital for control of key sea lanes. Washington is strengthening its alliance with Manila, while China tries to pull the Philippines into its orbit. Recent military and diplomatic moves are all part of this high-stakes chess game. The US-led coalition's goal is not to contain China's growth, but to ensure it rises within international rules. The stakes, whether the region is governed by law or by might. The Philippines-Japan security partnership is fast becoming a cornerstone of regional stability. Japan's offer of 6 warships transforms years of cooperation into real defense capability for Manila. This alliance diversifies the region's security architecture, adding Japan's resources and clout to US support. A stronger Philippines, backed by both allies, raises the cost of aggression and deters coercion. The partnership shows Southeast Asian nations can build coalitions to protect their interests. Japan's proactive role is a model for other middle powers to contribute to peace. Together, Manila and Tokyo reinforce the principle that the region's future should be decided by all, not dictated by one. By enhancing defense and upholding international law, they protect both national and global interests. In uncertain times, this alliance stands as a beacon of cooperation and commitment to a peaceful Indo-Pacific.